We're ready with the toss. The two captains are out here. Jeff Crow is the match referee. I think Ashraful has the coin. Heads is the call from the Pakistani skipper.
And it's tails, it's Bangladesh.
It's come down as a tail, so Bangladesh won the toss. What have you decided to do?
We're going to bowl.
Exciting left-handed batsman, good average, healthy strike rate, best of 136. So he's got to get off to a good start in this Tri-Nation Series and get Pakistan rolling. And his partner Kamran Akmal is at the non-striker's end. It's been very handy with the bat, even up the order. Better strike rate than his partner, but the average is 25. They've got a big job in the hands. It's a 40-over game. They need a good start. Bangladesh had the early advantage of winning the toss and deciding to bowl first, and Mashrafi Murtaza, it will be with the new ball to pick up those early wickets. A very good economy, 4.64 to the over. It's best of 6 for 26. That's a very grand effort. Precious time was lost because of rain, and it's going to be a 40-over game per side. So power plays will be 8 overs, first one, and 4 overs and 4 overs, the second and third optional power plays. And bowler can bowl a maximum of 8 overs. So play about to begin, just the final moments, just before we start for some action. Ashraful was very happy winning the toss and deciding to field first, and I have with me Ramesh Raja. Good evening to you, Ramesh.
Good evening, Shiva. The outfield looks to be in top condition. We've had plenty of rain, but doesn't seem to have affected it at all. Murtaza is running in.
First runs on the board. Salman Butt will get off the mark. Not very convincing. Arun Lal did mention in his pitch report he expects the ball to grip the surface. A good delivery to start with. They're expecting the fuller length this time. Much better contact. We'll have to test the outfield now. No, the ball still wins the race.
Nothing turtle about the outfield as well. Sweetly timed by Salman, but now that was in his business area. You can't afford to bowl on his pads because he's such a good wristy player. Just a mere flick and away it went and tested the outfield. And outfield is breathing quite freely.
Bit of an appeal from Shahid Hussain. Asoka De Silva, the umpire, not interested.
In that floating third slip position.
It's cleared the man in the infield. A couple of bounces into the boundary. Salman Butt loves these short deliveries. These are important runs on a difficult pitch.
Worth the option really of banging it short to Salman Butt, because he took the bait, middled it. So victory to Salman Butt. There was no one at deep back with square leg. So it turned out to be an easy soft ball, but
again in the gap. Much better timing, and will run away to the boundary to end the over. Pakistan 19 for no loss.
it was slapped quite hard by Salman, but even though it was airborne, but it avoided the fielder at point and went across quite quickly for another Salman Butt boundary. Is off to a very good start here. 17 from 18, including 3 fours now.
Lights are taking good effect at the Sher-e Bangla Stadium. It's been a good start, steady start for Pakistan. Couple of boundaries in the last over. First on the leg side, gets onto the front foot initially. Salman Butt was quick enough. Another one square on the offside. Troubled times for the bowler. He's going to spray the ball around. Oh, just over. Got his hand to it. Shahid Hussain coming very close to picking up Salman Butt, but in the end, Salman Butt gets 4. Mahmudullah, the fielder.
It really had to be a blinder because that one was hit extremely hard by Salman Butt. An uppish drive and Mahmudullah will almost pulling off a stunner. His feet above the ground, and Shahdat Hussain was expecting a miraculous catch.
He will look for two. He's run the first one hard. Kamran Akmal picks up a couple. It's 28 for no loss. That's gone fine. He strayed in line for the first time, Murtaza, and Salman Butt is quick to pounce on these opportunities.
Ashraful will be just a touch disappointed with his start. Once again targeting the leg side of Salman, but it's not a good idea because he can flick the ball. Is very risky, as we mentioned earlier, and this one was played fine away from the fielder.
Too much with this time, and there's a bread and butter shot for Salman Butt, who's extremely sweet and good square of the wicket on the offside.
Well, this really was a glorious shot because he created a 4 out of nothing. It wasn't such a bad delivery, but maybe the length got him going through the point area, and flick a wrist. He's got his own typical way of clubbering the ball.
The recent fast will look to continue that. Shahdat Hussain continues, but his easy pickings for Salman Butt. Delightful and graceful through the offside. It's turning out to be very expensive. Shahdat Hussain, but Salman Butt won't mind it. Hitting it on the up, good stride out, good transfer of body weight. He really enjoyed that. He's moved on to 36 with just 33 balls and 7 boundaries in his innings so far.
It also has been another wide here. It also has been a forgettable start from the fast bowler's perspective, because there seems to be a lack of strategy and trying to bowl their heart out and bowling far too many short deliveries. Another one that's been put away. 4 more to Salman Butt. Now he's looking awesome, in awesome form at the moment.
Well, he started a very left in Pakistan when he scored more than 450 runs and an average of 90, and picking that once again short, wide, and really a gift to the batsman, who seems to be in very good form. The pitcher, I must say, has played very well indeed.
Well, that's well played. He actually moved across and maneuvered himself into a position to be able to lift it over the infield for 4.
Gets his act. Get a boundary to get the score to 50. Kamran Akmal had played a subdued role so far, just faced 10 deliveries this time around. Picked that one quite easily. Once again short. He's gone down the track as well, Kamran Akmal.
Oh, that was perilously close to the leg stump. Inside, edging it to the fine leg boundary.
There you go, really close.
That is beautifully played. Onto the back foot very quickly, great balance. And he's pushed it through the covers. That's good fielding as well, because that's been restricted to just 2. There was a chance of taking the 3rd, but that's good work in the field.
Yeah, good cricket all around off the back foot. Look at that face of the bat. Went through the covers, and Mahmudullah Riyad sliding in, giving it back to Rakibul Hasan, and restricting the batsman for just a couple of runs. Well, he's not going to wait any longer. That was pitched up, and he's hit it beautifully. Maximum from Kamran Akmal.
Well, that's a good shot. A flat trajectory outside the off stump. Kamran Akmal got his front foot out of the way. Shades of the IPL. 2020 is already impacting one-day cricket, because this is a modern-day innovation. Get the front foot out of the way, and then that releases And he's creamed that through the covers. There's too much space outside the off stump. Predominantly onside field. Making the mistake there, Razak, and paying for it.
Well, this has been a problem for the Bangladeshi bowlers. They haven't bowled to the fielders. Look at that. Once again, given the width. And very nicely played. Didn't try to hit it too hard, Salman, but just played it.
Again on the leg stump, and that's been put away. Despite the rain, this outfield is still good. The ball carries on rolling on it.
Yeah, you've got to take your hats off for the grounds people. They worked really hard. Look at that. He's timed it beautifully, and the ball has raced away to the boundary. Once again onto the leg side, the youngster Dolan Mahmood needs to learn fast.
Outside edge, and he's got him. The first wicket to fall is Kamran Akmal. Dolan Mahmood gets his first international wicket as well, and Bangladesh is rejoicing.
Fantastic catch from that wicket-keeper Mushfiqur Rahim, making his comeback to the team. Look at that. He pitched it up, thick outside edge. Look at that catch. Fantastic. Right, one-handed on the right side. And first wicket for Dolan Mahmood. Finally, Kamran Akmal departs for 25. Pakistan 75 for 1.
30 years old, 168 games. He's got an average of about 32. The power plays are 8, 4 and 4. This is the third power play, 13 to 16. Good fielding. Have they got him? This is an appeal. The umpire has gone upstairs. He may be struggling. Sent back, but has he made it in time? It wasn't a direct hit. We'll just have to wait and see the replays, but generally from the body language it seems that he may be struggling.
From the moment he took the bails, it seemed that he was way out of the crease. It was a good pick up by Rakibul Hasan. Oh, close call. Well, can't see from that angle for sure because the umpires really come right in front of the batsman.
Now you got to see if his hands broke the stumps or his elbow broke the stumps. But from that angle, it does appear that he is struggling. Now this is a good take by the bowler. He's collected it in front of the stumps. That's the modern day thinking. Normally, you collect it from behind the stumps and then remove the bails. But sometimes, you also collect a direct hit and play into the hands of the batsman. But on this occasion, it does appear to me that he is struggling.
Still waiting for the decision. Out. And look at the crowd going in big uproar. Yunus Khan not facing a delivery. Has to go back to the pavilion because of the really smart fielding from Rakibul Hasan. And an even better one from Abdul Razak Rad. Fantastic effort. 2 down.
This time he's got it through. He's got a single for it. Gets a 50. And that is his 5th consecutive score of 50 or more. And all against Bangladesh. There it is, 50 and in good time. A strike rate of over 100. That's gone past, and with enough power to carry it past the rope. So that's a boundary for Yusuf. Opens his account, a straight bat on drive. The bowler made a valiant attempt, but slipping on the surface.
Once again, pitching that one up, and look at that, not playing with a lot of conviction. Mohammad Yusuf went uppish.
Still can't quite get a fix on why there's so much variance in the lengths that they're bowling. Every time they pitch it up, there's a hint of a chance. Short balls are just giving too much time for the batsman to put it away.
He's a risky player, Mohammad Yusuf. And look at that, minimum effort earned him 4 runs. It's 93 for 2.
Bangladesh have been woefully short of spinners of late. And that is the 100 up for the Pakistan. Is 100 for 2 in 17.3 overs. And interestingly, he's got the ball to turn also. That shot, and that's hoisted high and wide of the fielders. They're two chasing, they're not going to get to it. Spoils his over by giving away 4 runs of that. 104 for 2.
Wasn't the right length. It was the pressure of bowling 5 good deliveries, and he was looking to finish off the over in a grand style desperately.
He's been in and out of the national team quite a few times. He's been given enough opportunities. It's not that, as that's hit away through mid-wicket, and that's gone through the boundary for 4 runs. Long hop, got what it deserved.
Oh, most of the batsmen, they would hit this ball through mid-wicket. But this is the ability of Mohammad Yusuf which separates him from the boys. Hitting the ball into the gap, just away from mid-on.
That has been the problem. Anything short for either of the batsmen is easy picking. And on that occasion, Alok Kapali bowling a short one, and all he had to do is just put bat to ball and fetch a boundary. 133 for 2.
Off the back foot, right over the bowler's head. That's not a shot that you'd see normally. This time he's gone over the top, and he's found the fielder in the deep. Rakibul it was who takes the catch. Kapali with the wicket. Just let the pressure come on himself, Salman, and then tried to wrest the initiative, failed, and is walking back.
That's what can happen when you're not picking up quick runs, and all of a sudden you feel that it's time to hit a boundary, not timing it, and straight into the soft hands of Rakibul Hasan. In the end, Alok Kapali picks up a wicket. Salman Butt goes back for 70. 140 for 3.
Well, it is Shahid Afridi, not Misbah-ul Haq, who's come out in the middle. So Pakistan juggling the batting order a bit. They feel they need a little bit of momentum. Shahid Afridi is explosive. Kapali ended with a wicket, but that time, that's short. He hasn't got a hold of it, but it will fall safe. He'll get a couple. That's a lot of sixes. He's eased that through. So much grace, just pure timing. Come back for the third.
Not trying to hit it too hard of Mohammad Yusuf. Just caressing it to the mid-wicket region. Take a look at that shot. Pitched up. Nice and easy. Right on top of that one. Didn't try to hit it too hard, but from the sweet part of the bat, fetching 3 more runs.
Incidentally, Mohammad Yusuf is the highest scorer against Bangladesh in ODIs. Before this game, he had 834 runs at an average of 22.66.
Batsman on 49, Mohammad Yusuf, and he just tucks it away, goes through for the run, and that is his 50. Very well paced, well compiled, responsible knock from Mohammad Yusuf. When he came in, Pakistanis were in a spot of bother, but with his vast experience, he's really performed exceedingly well, just taking 47 balls for his 50 runs with 6 fours. Excellent innings, Ramiz.
Very smooth innings from Mohammad Yusuf. You expect this Rolls-Royce kind of stuff from Mohammad Yusuf. He's such a classy player. Raising his bat to the gallery. Down the leg side, Shahid Afridi will look to come back for the second. Nicely fielded by the rope. Only a couple of runs. A referral being made by the officiating umpire. I think it was a clean touch.
A lot of commitment shown by Tamim Iqbal in that instance. We had to chase after it, then that effort, and he seemed to have let go of the ball before his legs possibly touching that boundary rope. Yes, I think the third umpire would say that that was not a four. In actual fact, it's not.
Bouncer has been dismissed. Mid-wicket fielder in pursuit. He'll have no hope. First boundary to Shahid Afridi. 28 gone, 162 for 3.
Shahid Afridi looking rather ominous. Can't afford to bowl short to him. He's going to latch onto that as he did in that instance and dispatched it to the boundary. Very relaxed looking Shahid Afridi.
That swept brilliantly. He'll find the gap. Terrific strike from Mohammad Yusuf. Is such a crafty batsman. Knew exactly where the fielders were on the rope and pierced both of them.
Well, he really played that so efficiently. Bending down and just sweetly timing that in the gap, bisecting the two fielders at backward square and mid-wicket. Looking stronger, the Pakistanis.
Will he come back for the second? Shout is for 2. Afridi comes back very quickly.
The fielder was quite a bit in the deep.
Quicker one from Razak. Inside edge will give Afridi a couple of runs at least.
There again, as you were mentioning, Ramiz, Afridi not really on song at the moment. Still trying hard to get the ball in the right part of the bat. Again, missing out, getting an inside edge. Could have gone anywhere.
Trying to hit it just a little too hard. Misses it completely. Mashfiqur Rahman is keen for the leg umpire to make that call. He remains motionless.
Fortunate for batsman Afridi that he didn't overbalance while trying to hit that shot. His right leg firmly implanted.
Catch is the call. Will it be taken? Should be taken. And he comes. Shahid Afridi couldn't get the sweet part of his bat. It was intended to go over the rope. He was looking for a 6, perished.
Alok Kapali strikes again for Bangladesh. He's looking for that big shot, trying to go over the top, but Shari and Nafis just waited on that and took a very well judged catch, holding it with the hands up and delighting Alok Kapali. That is another wicket down for the Pakistanis, and it's the crucial wicket of Shahid Afridi, out for 20, and it's 179 for 4.
The captain is in, having consultations with his partner Mohammad Yusuf. Now a lot depends on Yusuf and how he paces the rest of the innings. Shoaib Malik, 161 matches, plenty of experience there, good average, a good one-day cricketer.
Anyway, Kane a little bit of push, thinking of a single, but it's not there.
Maybe it's a ploy, Shamin. Every now and then he hoodwinks them with his length. Flighted this time and taken at cover. He strikes goal again. It's Mohammad Yusuf who leaves the crease. Alok Kapali from nowhere has suddenly become a hero for Bangladesh.
Well, 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 what a turn-up for the books. Look at the joy in the faces of the Bangladeshis. Enticing. Mohammad Yusuf was looking so solid in the middle, just going for the drive, playing a little bit away from his body, not in control of that shot, and easy cash there taken, and that is another wicket down. Bangladesh strongly back in this game. Mohammad Yusuf has to return, and he's out for 59, caught by Razak of the bowling of Kapali. It's 180 for 5, Pakistan. There's almost a chance of that ball just leaving the batsman. Eventually got a bat to that, thankfully for him. Otherwise there's a chance of a stumping there.
And also someone who can pick a wicket, and certainly has bowled the channel to pick a wicket. One chance, and I think it's going to be touch and go. More the go. It really had to be a direct hit in the end, but Shoaib Malik living dangerously.
Very dangerously. Good pickup, underarms in. It's just that moment of collecting the ball and bringing it to hit this wickets. That's the moment that he brought in safe. It was direct, as you said, Ramesh. There was a chance that he would be out, and I'd imagine the not out signal will go up on the main scoreboard.
Yes, the throw didn't have the force, the pace also. And it was on the bounce, a direct hit, and certainly would have been curtains for Shoaib Malik, who had to dive and save himself.
That is what pressure does. Pressure has built up because these two batsmen have come in quickly. They want to get a few runs under the belt, get the scoreboard ticking along, and in the process they take some risks. These are not the best of calls. Yes and no. Bit of a stutter.
He's getting the ball to spin, but it is slow spin, so you've got to wait on the ball. And he's taking the pace off as well, so hitting has become difficult.
That's exactly what he's got to keep on doing. See a new over, that's hit over the top. There's a chance of a catch here. Is it going to go over the ropes? No, it has gone for 6 runs. Just barely going over the ropes. Alok Kapali for a moment thought maybe that he had got another wicket, but in this instance Misbah-ul Haq has hit it right over the long on boundary for 6 runs. And let's have another look at that one. Latching onto that very nicely. There's a lot of height in that, almost not enough distance, but eventually just going beyond the reach of that fielder. Goes for a big one again. In the deep, well done, more commitment shown. Couple of runs here for the batsman. And the score moves on to 199 for 5, and also gives me the opportunity to hand over the microphone to the next.
If Pakistani team is to set a big target for the Bangladeshis, these two batsmen, they have to carry the brunt of batting. And that's what Misbah-ul Haq is looking to do. He's looking to wheel the willow. And with that stroke, brings up the 200 for Pakistani team in this innings. It's a decent total so far by the Pakistani team. Could have been better if Alok Kapali hadn't bowled well. He's been a revelation.
Excellent bowling.
Not only he's been economical apart from this over, but he has been effective
been spreading around a lot of singles. That's the top edge. He will get a boundary. Despite the rain, the outfield has been very quick.
That was too quick, that delivery. And the edge has taken the ball all the way for 4 runs. Good start to the over by Misbah-ul-Haq. And they'll put a lot of pressure on the bowler. And he's only a youngster, Mahmoodullah. It was a good comeback delivery from the bowler.
It's a mighty blow. Fielder will just watch the ball sail over. Another one for the Voice of India maximum sixes.
And that was quite loud, wasn't it? Oh, what a hit that was from Misbah-ul-Haq. Hitting the ball with the spin and with the angle. Got the maximum for it.
Good cricket all round. Giving the charge to the bowler, then the bowler making the adjustment. The batsman had to play it with soft hands, and excellent running to finish it off.
Especially from Shoaib Malik. That's where the batsman had to change his mind. And it was Shoaib Malik's effort earned Pakistani team 2 runs.
Had to run to the danger end. Malik. Innovative. And will be just a single for Misbah-ul-Haq. 215 for 5. Struck well. Just one bounce. Rockets into the boundary. Another boundary for Misbah and Pakistan.
And bowler was looking to change the pace and also the length. It was well spotted by Misbah-ul-Haq. Improvised and hit the ball into the gap. And picked up another boundary. It's so important for the batsman, Shiva, to see the ball coming out of the bowler's hand. Leaves plenty of options for the batsman. Well, there was a chance of picking up a wicket, and there is a referral with the Nelsons on the board.
It took his time, Ul-Haq, but goes upstairs. I think he's safe. Shoaib Malik is safe, and the direct hit provides him an opportunity of picking up an extra run. Easy call for the umpire. .41 the partnership between these two, and Malik has contributed just 8. It's been Misbah all the way.
Misbah-ul-Haq has only faced 19 deliveries, and this is the second time he has hydrated himself. Tells you how humid it is out there. He has consumed 18 deliveries for his 9 runs.
Well, you need to go run a ball towards the end of the innings, if not more. Looking for the Yorker. And again, he's so skillful. Misbah converts it into a full toss and puts it away for a boundary. 227 for 5.
Rewards for Misbah-ul-Haq. Staying still at the crease, watching the ball coming out of the hand, and at the last moment picking his gap and hitting the ball in that direction.
Went past Mohammad Yusuf a couple of times and no rewards. And his first strike, trying to create a little bit of it, Shoaib Malik, but missed it completely.
Right idea from the bowler, paying off. He knew the batsman is going to be after him, and he hurled the ball quicker through the air, beating the batsman, finding the target, and that was his first wicket. Shoaib Malik departs after scoring only 9. It's 227 for 6.
Fawad Alam comes in at the stage when Pakistan require quick runs. He averages 65, Amir, with a strike rate of 106.
And everything depends on Misbah-ul Haq. That's a good shout. He's been picked up. Right wicket at the right time for Mushrafi, Murtaza and Bangladesh. And the crowd erupts.
It's the most experienced bowler. Amir Sohail was saying just a few moments earlier. A bit of a shuffle from Misbah. Was the impact outside the line of off stump? No, it was just on the off stump. So a very good decision from the umpire, Inamul Haq. Ball was cutting into Misbah-ul Haq and definitely would have clipped off stump. Good innings from Misbah-ul Haq, 39 for him, 229 for 7.
Well, he's got the ability to hit few big sixes. He's got a good strike rate. Don't worry about the average. So far, the total they have got is not convincing. Chance of a wicket here. Wicket number 2 for Mushrafi Murtaza in this over. Fawad Alam is walking back.
Tamim Iqbal takes a good catch at long on. Again the change of pace, a slower delivery. Alam into the shot a little too early and also getting underneath the ball, so he got the elevation and the lack of pace did him in, didn't get the distance. He's gone for 2. Pakistan 232 for 8. The last over, and Umar Gul comes out to probably strike a few out of the ground.
He surprised quite a few when he featured in the last game for Kolkata Knight Riders to hurl the ball into the stumps. And in these kind of pitches, you're not able to turn the ball. It's wicket number 2 for the left-arm spinner, Sohail Tanveer perishes. He was looking to heave the ball over mid-wicket. Couldn't quite get the elevation right. Hit the ball straight to the fieldsman at mid-wicket.
Again, change of pace. The last delivery was 104. This one was 88 Ks. So he's deceived the batsman with his variety. Shahryar Nafees taking a straightforward catch. The dangerous batsman, Sohail Tanveer, has to go. He's gone for 2. Pakistan 233 for 9. Riaz. Oh, that could be tight. Up goes the finger. 2 and 2 for Abdul Razak. Doesn't get better.
And he's on a hat-trick. When he comes out to ball,
they've been bowled out. He's got 2 and 2. Might have been on a hat-trick had they had more wickets, but not meant to be. A terrific end. Just the quicker delivery, pitches in line, just straight ins, hitting him very low, just above the ankle, and no problems with that for Asoka De Silva. It will hit the middle of middle stump. He's picked up 3 for 35 now. Abdul Razak, captain, showed a lot of confidence by bowling him in the end overs. He certainly lived up to his captain's expectations. Mohammad Ashraful having a quick check. They look at a target of 234 from their 40 overs. But the bowlers did a fair job.
excellent job. The way Pakistani team started off in this game, openers laying a solid foundation. But one thing you had to credit the Bangladeshi team with, they kept on sticking with the plan, kept on working hard, showed commitment in eventually restricting Pakistan for just 233 runs. And on this pitch, and let me tell you, it's a fighting score. It's not a formidable target.
Only the third time that they've been bowled out by Bangladesh. Good partnership at the top, set it up really well. Butt and Akmal. Butt and Yusuf also added 67, although it took 77 balls. They paced the innings beautifully. But Malik and Misbah-ul Haq, Misbah being the major contributor in that partnership, 47 or just 37. Thereafter, they kept losing wickets at regular intervals to be bowled out in the 40th over.
Our fast bowlers not starting with the right idea. They were looking to flaunt the pace, and in the process they had to pay the price, allowed the Pakistanis to get a good start. But after that, dollar gained for Bangladesh. Abdul Razak redeeming himself, and it was a good comeback from Alok Kapali. So Bangladeshi team restricting Pakistan for just 233 runs.
And with me is Amir Sohail. 5.85, Amir. Doable?
It is doable, but in my opinion, the Bangladeshi batsmen, they really have to grit their loins, because the Pakistani bowlers, they'll be bending their back. They'll be looking for early wickets. And if they could negate that, then they'll have a chance. But if they lose early wickets, then it'll be very difficult. Umar Gul. Starting off nicely, hitting the right area, getting the ball to deviate. It was well watched by Tamim Iqbal, a left-handed opener.
It's 33 matches, not too much of a strike rate, but he's improving with every game. The average of 27.5, but his job is to give them a good foundation, not lose wickets, so he's got to preserve his. Shahryar Nafiz, well, he's got the best average in the Bangladesh batting lineup, almost 35, and a good strike rate as well. So they'll be counting on him coming up with a good innings. They're away on the leg stump. A single.
Umar Gul, a very handy bowler with a new ball, and also in the depth of the innings.
This is the AB Bank end, and we're playing for the Kit Ply Trophy. Again on the leg stump, they might press for 2 and get it with ease. He's got to be a little more disciplined in his line, Umar Gul. Can't give away early runs, and easy ones at that, without any risk at all for the batsman.
He's been swinging the ball away from the left-handed batsman with 2 slips in place. No point bringing the ball back into the batsman, especially from the leg stump.
Leg stump. Left arm over.
It's a 40-over game. The reduced over would would favor the underdog, which in this case is Bangladesh. they'd be very happy that in the last 5 overs they restricted Pakistan and shifted the momentum their way. It's all about momentum and the feel-good factor. It's such a mental game, this cricket. So they need a good start to cement that feel-good factor.
And so Tanveer is going to share the new ball with Omar Gul, one of the sensations in IPL. He was the highest wicket taker, helped his team to win that championship.
Yes, he has been a revelation. In fact, he's improved in leaps and bounds. He's got that very fast arm action, which is not the easiest to decipher. 22 wickets in the IPL, narrowly missing out on the Man of the Series award. Didn't play the first few games. He played only 11 matches. The purple cap holder, an economy rate of just 6.5. Terrific bowling.
And that aspect is amazing. And that's a wide delivery. It's a rarity from Tanveer. He has this immaculate line of length. He doesn't try too much with the new ball.
And he has the ability to bend the balls into left-handers, and that takes them by surprise. He's got 2 slips. He has the ability to bring the ball back in and get a few inside edges onto the stumps, a couple of LBWs as well. That's the one. He swings it. He's a genuine mover of the ball, Sohail.
And especially he can become a lethal bowler against the left-handed batsmen who tend to shuffle in the crease. And if you shuffle too much with the ball coming into the stumps as a batsman, you get yourself into trouble. And if you, as a batsman, without picking up the line, try and play the ball like this, you're always in danger to nick the ball. In a nutshell, you got to be careful. And as a batsman, you should have the ability to play the ball late. Otherwise, you're in danger always to lose your wicket against Tanveer.
He does have the ability to move it away from the left-handers as well, as we saw in the previous delivery, but just lacks a little bit of control on that delivery. That's his shock weapon. He's got to make sure that he is closer to the bat like that one is. Good to see movement in the air from a bowler both ways. I don't care who you are as a batsman, you do feel a little insecure coming up against a new ball which is moving.
And the only way you can succeed as a batsman if you have a good technique and also a good eye. A bit of indecision from the non-striker Nafis. He wasn't sure about that run. Called early, no damage done.
You said that he's got movement in the air, and there it is for you to see. Balls, a couple of them moved away. That one went straight through, but that is a handy over. It's 4 without loss. Two overs, 4 runs. A little bit of a tentative beginning, but that's to be expected. This is a big game for Bangladesh. Like I said, this is a bit of a tentative beginning by Bangladesh, but only to be expected. They took quite a beating at the hands of Pakistan recently. Well, they lost 5-0 to them in Pakistan, so they would be a little circumspect in their beginning, but this is an opportunity and really an underdog. There's no pressure on you, and you must approach it very positively. Can't be sitting on the fence. But I'm sure they have a plan. The coach must have instructed them that, you know, there he is, Jamie Siddons. He would have Amir said that, you know, maybe the first 5-6 overs be a little careful.
Yeah, he must have asked the batsman, go out and see if the bowlers, they're swinging the ball in the air or getting the deviation of the seam. Try and play yourself in. And once you're sighting the ball big, then start maneuvering the length.
That was a peculiar shot. Misread the line of the delivery and as the swing as well. Just got too close into it to cut. Could very well have played that on to his stumps.
And that was the right line to bring the ball back into the left-handed batsman. In the previous over, he was looking to bring the ball either from the leg stump or the middle stump, and he gave away a few runs. Starting off in this over in an ideal way. Again, a good delivery, inducing a false stroke. Second time around the over. And that's where Omar Gul has impressed so many in his short career. Ability to wobble the new ball around. Oh, once again a false stroke. What's going on?
But Pakistan are certainly on a roll coming into this tournament. They won their previous 11 one-day games. One against India, then 5 Zimbabwe, 5 Bangladesh. So they're already on their own record. And if they were to win today, I'm told they'll be equaling the second position in consecutive wins in one-day games. That's the virtual for Gul. Great line. He's in good form. And you can tell from the way he's running in and the kind of belief that he has in his own abilities.
It looks like he has learned from the Bangladeshi bowlers. This is not the pitch where as a bowler you can really bang the ball hard on the surface. Now what he's looking to do with the new ball here is looking to hit the right areas and letting the new ball do everything. And so far he's been successful. Although he hasn't picked up a wicket, but he is troubling the batsman. 4 without loss.
So 4 without loss after 3. Previous over a maiden.
Oh, brilliant. Authenticated cover drive from a left-handed batsman. So pleasing on the eyes.
Picture perfect. He held his pose as well for the cameras to click away because he loved it. Take a look at that. What a flourish, what a follow through of the blade. That'll give him a lot of joy and of course confidence. Good extension of the arms, the elbows.
Not a good sign for a bowler once the batsman is showing the full face of the bat, even though he's looking to hit the ball through covers. That was brilliantly done.
Ball hurrying onto him, and that's what he's capable of. Sohail Tanvir, the ball can skid onto you.
Very tight hands, and that's why the ball has been travelling towards the fieldsman. And this time around, even though it was an inside edge, went into the gap, allowed them to pick up few runs. Good running, very good running.
Again, leg side-ish. This is going to be a lot of runs. Sohail Tanvir has a long way to run and he gives it up. Again, erring onto the leg side, Omar Gul, not very happy with himself.
Is he 100% fit, Sohail Tanvir? Don't think so. This is the second time he has struggled. And the ball wasn't far away from Suhail Tanveer. And it wasn't travelling. Didn't see any commitment.
Well, that would have been an embarrassment if the ball stopped on its own before the boundary and you've given up the chase. But it did look like something like that was going to happen. One bouncer for the over? No. Wide. Not only is it one bouncer for the over, it's also wide, so it's been adjudged as having passed over the batsman's head in a standing position. That is a good shot. Over pitching this time, Sohail. And Tamim, it is this time, who latches on to that cover drive. Didn't middle it, but enough on it to get him 4.
Yes, that delivery was in the zone for the left-handed batsman. Once again, tried to hit the ball very hard, like you suggested. It didn't come from the middle of the bat, but still had enough power behind that stroke to pick up 4 runs.
This is already looking like a good start for Bangladesh. 26 without loss. They're scoring at about 4.6 runs and over. They'd be very pleased with that. Tamim Iqbal quickly on to 16 of just 19. This wicket worked pretty well for the slower bowlers. Here it is. This is how the Bangladeshis got their wickets. Razak and Kapali, the 2 slow bowlers, did fabulously well, 3 wickets apiece. So you can expect something in it for the spinners.
Not to forget, Mushrafi Murtaza picked up his 2 wickets with the slow deliveries. So the slow deliveries and slow bowlers, they're doing well on this pitch. And in my opinion, Shahid Afridi can be handy. Finally getting the timing right and beating the fieldsman at mid-off. Shoaib Malik was the fieldsman. He was unable to stop that.
Well, it looked to me that maybe it just was off the blocks a little late. Would be disappointed that that went away, because Shoaib Malik is a terrific athlete. But again, another boundary. The Bangladeshi batsmen are now gaining in confidence and belief.
This was played away nicely, and Shoaib Malik with the drive, with late getting across to that one. So plenty of nice drives, especially through the offside, and almost got him in. In fact, he's gone. What a start. Left armour getting rid of Shahriar Nafees, and a soft dismissal, really. Didn't really understand the swing on that one. Just a loose hike at that one, and he's gone, caught behind, and crowd is absolutely stunned.
The 3 deliveries he has fade, Shahriar Nafees has really tried to hit each and every delivery. This time around, getting a nick straight to the keeper. Straight away, Wahab Riaz picking up a wicket of Shahriar Nafees, breaking the partnership. Goes back for 9. Bangladesh 35 for 1.
Last year. Can he be the man for Bangladesh? Mohammad Ashraful is the captain, and has got enough firepower really to surprise the best in the business. Average of 22 doesn't do justice to his potential. Strike rate 73, best of exactly 100. Played it down nicely. Mohammad Yusuf has the chase. Confusion. Chance at the non-strikers end, they miss it. Lack of communication between the fielding side and the running side. 37 for 1. Oh, slow delivery beat him. He was looking for that big wind through the offside.
Bowling with the maiden wicket, and has not given anything away. Look at that. That is a beautiful shot. 4 to end the over. 42 for 1.
That was pretty classy from the left-hander. Holding himself back, didn't really hit the ball hard. All he wanted to do was to find some timing. He'd like to forget this start. Shahid Afridi. Erratic, bit like his batting tonight.
Starts with the wide.
Kamran Akmal has got him stumped. It was a loopy delivery and Tamim Iqbal falling to a casual drive like his predecessor. It's Shahid Afridi who's broken through.
Soft dismissal. I thought the ball just turned the other way and beat Tamim Iqbal, playing for the drive, just feet going out, and Kamran Akmal doing the rest. Immediately knowing that he has picked up Tamim Iqbal. Straight away, the second bowler being introduced, and a wicket goes back for 29. Bangladesh 49 for 2.
After a decent start, they were 35 for no loss at one stage. Rakibul Hasan, promising young batsman, walks out to the centre. Very early days in his one-day international career. Afridi picking up a wicket. Bit of turn. And normally don't see that when Shahid Afridi is bowling. He's not a big spinner. A change of angle. And this outfield has been lightning quick, and batsmen are getting good value for the shots.
Well, there was a bit of a chase for the fielder, but he really didn't have a chance there. Enough width to free his arms, and it just managed to very comfortably cut that ball away. No element of risk in that shot. No closing fielders in the slips. And 4 very, very precious runs for Bangladesh. Get the Pakistanis all out.
Wavered, really wavered. He's trying far too many things. He's just got to stick to his basics, Riaz. It's not taken, it's worked. Finally, it's worked. It's a good smart catch by Yunus Khan. Just flying off the outside edge of Rakibul Hasan. But wicket number 3 goes down.
Bangladeshi batsmen always guilty of playing away from their bodies. There was a lot of pace in that. It bounced, could have easily left it alone, but he went fishing and was trapped. Good catch taken in the slips, and he's absolutely elated. Yunus Khan, so is the bowler. Another wicket down for the Bangladeshis. They are in dire straits now. Rakibul Hasan goes for 8. Bangladesh 62 for 3.
Well, look, Kapali had a good time with the ball, picking up 3 wickets, but it's his turn to contribute with the bat. Average of just under 20. Very modest strike rate. About 65 runs per 100 balls.
Very intelligent work there by Shoaib Malik. I'm sure the batsman didn't note the slip coming in.
Bit of work to do. Will be cut off. 2 important runs.
Looking slightly more assured.
He's called for 2. Very well done. Yunus Khan, the senior pro, doing well in the deep. Second time this over. Bangladesh have lost 2 wickets. That's bowled him. The turn that he got the pitch has created the confusion, and Shahid Afridi was intelligent enough to slip in the straight through, and he's knocked back timber.
Much faster delivery from Shahid Afridi, zipping through, not turning, 101.3 kilometers per hour. There you see not much turn. Alok Kapali playing for the turn and getting an inside edge onto the stumps. Well thought out, and he is absolutely delighted. Bangladesh lose another for 67, and it is Alok Kapali bowled by Afridi without bothering the scorers. 67 for 4, Bangladesh.
Mushfiqur Rahim, the wicketkeeper, has got the ability to bat. This is a situation where there will be a lot of pressure to go with the situation. that's an absolute peach. Good take from Kamran Akmal.
This is a delight to watch. This is leg spin bowling at its best. Really, he's made so many variations. He's got the ball to turn, he's got a ball to zip through, and this occasion beating the batters. Chance of a stumping there, but
He's taken the aerial route, catches the call. And he's put it down. Umar Gul, the fielder. It's always going to be a difficult take. And so concedes two in the process.
well, he must be very disappointed. It's 71 for 4. He almost had a wicket for Alam there. Really lofted it, and Umar Gul just dying on him. He had to cover a bit of ground, but he will be disappointed. Didn't know where the ball went eventually.
He took it, but he wasn't sure. And the benefit of doubt has gone to the batsman.
Yes, it was pretty close. There you see just the tip of his fingers didn't come underneath. Maybe it bounced up again.
The spinners are really running through their overs. The previous one, Shahid Afridi bowled, and we measured it with a stopwatch in exactly 1 minute and 22 seconds. Get that much needed boundary. But maybe this is one of those much needed boundaries. Yes, it is. Rank long hop, and that's brought the crowd alive.
Yes, that must have warmed their hearts, because it took a long time to come, this boundary, and he has to thank the bowler for bowling that rank long hop. Had plenty of time to view the range he wanted to hit it.
Wants to, but I think he'll have to settle for one. That's prudent. 87 for 4. They certainly need to get closer and then maybe attack. That's good running. He's coming back for the second.
They seriously attacked Mohammad Yusuf in the field.
Again, a rank long hop, but he couldn't do very much with it.
Not giving them any pace to work the ball away to the boundary for Alam.
A single to end the overs. 96 for 4. He's gone in the air and he has found the fielder, Sohail Tanveer. So that's a tame end to a tame innings.
Well, pretty meaningless stuff from Mashfiqur Rahim. He was going nowhere with this knock. 15 from 29, and it turned out to be a nothing shot in the end. He was possibly aiming for that inside-out drive through cover. Got there just a little too early, and a nice, easy take, as if he was out there for that practice drill. Gone for 15, 98 for 5.
Mahmudullah has walked in, and he's walked into a situation, but Ashraful is now going back for the second, so he'll want to keep as much of the strike as he can. He's just brought up the 100 of the innings. 100 for 5, Bangladesh.
At the helm of affairs, things can change quite dramatically, but Ashraful, looking at how he's shaped out in this innings so far, gives you the impression as if he's not really interested in winning contests.
Well, normally he's not this kind, but the life of me, I can't understand what they're going to gain by this particular performance. This is rather aggressive. They're contesting something other than a win here. This is now Ashraful's highest score versus Pakistan. Well, that has been smashed. Terrible delivery. He's got 4 for it.
something for the crowd to cheer. At least it was the faster delivery that went horribly wrong. Lost it completely for Fawad Alam. The ball didn't come off the fingers at all, and
field adjustments taking place. Short fine leg coming in the frame now. The fielders, the three of them in the deep on the onside, have become a lot squarer than before. That's another rank long hop. Fawad Alam has bowled 3 in a row.
he's keeping them quite busy for Fawad Alam. The fielders by the rope, the boundary riders as they're called.
Has been dying a slow death. Nobody has tried to restore life into this innings, and thus Pakistani team has the stranglehold with the target, and targeted to pick up few wickets. But he's been driven beautifully, just a single.
Well, Umar Gul in this innings has been the odd man out. He's the only bowler of whom the Bangladeshis have really tried to dominate.
And here's the opportunity. But the ball not carrying to the fieldsman. And plenty of time to pick up 2 runs. Got him. He was looking for a Yorker length, but turned out to be a low full toss. And the batsman missing it completely, giving first wicket to Umar Gul.
What was the batsman doing? It was a straight ball, it was a full toss. He just closed the face of the bat. There you see the last moment, a little bit of a swing, swinging in and beating him. All ends up and taking his middle stump. End of Mahmudullah for 7. Bangladesh in deep trouble, 118 for 6.
Now it's Mashrafi Murtaza. He can wheel the willow. He can hit the ball long and hard. And he'll be tested by Umar Gul. Good delivery.
Very tentative. The first ball faced by Mashrafi Murtaza, as you said, is a very attacking batsman, but he doesn't have time to get his eye in.
Edged, taken, wicket number 2 for Umar Gul in this over. And the first wicket he picked up with the delivery, jacking back in the air and at the last moment, and this one left the batsman.
And outfoxed him. That was superb bowling. Just look at the seam position, and all he could do is just get a faint touch to that. In no position to play that kind of a shot, and Umar Gul is absolutely ecstatic. Mashrafi Murtaza out without bothering the scorers. Bangladesh 118 for 7.
The Bangladeshi innings in complete disarray. 7 wickets, they have fallen for just 118 runs on the board. And here is a new man in, Dollar Mahmood. And in the end, edging the ball straight to the wicketkeeper. Took the catch neatly. 2 runs, though, for Mohammad Ashraful, just nudging the ball towards third man. And after he was introduced once again for a new spell, obliged the captain. Ball him. Mesmerizing the batsman. He can't believe that he's been bowled, and he's impressed with the bowler.
Well, I'm sure he is. And the bowler is absolutely delighted. And the people are leaving. Understandable. Just the angle bringing in, beating the batsman and hitting the leg stump. Number 8 gone. And Bangladesh have lost Dollar Mahmood without scoring. 121 for 8. Mohammad Ashraf still there on 42. Time, and Abdul Razak is the new man in. Not fantastic stats, but he'll try to improve on those. Bomogol is happy with his bowling. It's time for change of commentators to take you through.
It's a no ball. And it's going to be a free hit.
Yep, free hit. They've got to try on this occasion, try get a boundary.
And Bangladesh. This is much better. There are two men in the deep. And probably the best shot he's played so far, Ashraful.
Would have been much better had he played these kind of shots early in the innings. But nevertheless, a pretty good shot in the end from Mohammad Ashraful. Short. And picked it up very cleanly, bisecting the fielder at deep square and fine leg for a boundary.
In his best innings, he hasn't been fluent. He's actually struggled his way to 49. Single taken of the last ball. Razak will give strike. 143 for 8.
For the charge. Gets his 50.
14th in one internationals. Just a personal achievement. You want to get runs for a winning cause. He's called for 2. He will get 2. Brings up the 150 for Bangladesh.
4. Good shot. Not for Mohammad Ashraful though.
He's moved to 21. Abdul Razak of just 22 balls. His strike rate is 95. Not much swing. Looking to bowl a fuller length. No deviation in the air or off the pitch. And Razak does reasonably well to hit through the line and find the gap. Just the 11th boundary in this innings.
Bangladesh will get another opportunity to play against India. Hope we can see some more positive approach from the Bangladesh squad. That's what Jamie Siddons has been saying. And reading in the newspaper that you'd like to see better performance in the next game. You've seen what they've done so far in this game, 157 for 8. Bangladesh will take on India June 12th. It's the top order. Batsman needs to score runs. I thought the bowlers did a pretty good job. Wide outside the off stump. Fielder will pick it up. Just a single. But it's the batsmen on a number of occasions that have let Bangladesh down. That's the schedule. Ketpai Cup 2008. First game being played today, Bangladesh versus Pakistan, June 10th. India, Pakistan, the big one.
Just to the left of the field and the deep. A much better intent from Abdul Razak. It's 163 for 8. Yunus Khan for the last over of this match. Just the 1 wicket. It's 168th match. Wonder what he's going to bowl. Leg breaks. Right on the spot. Good start for Yunus Khan.
Dot ball. Making sure that he doesn't give his wicket away. 2 dot deliveries.
What this innings will do to Ashraful's stats is it'll improve his average if he's not out. Big appeal. Soka De Silva was a leg spinner. Improve his average probably if he's not out, but his strike rate will go down.
Well, hopefully he can play a much better innings in the next game. He's scored few runs, that's for sure. Taken a long time to score them for a losing cause. It's going to be very important how he bats in the next game for Bangladesh. Let's one go. Would you believe it?
Well, he'll only get runs in a good fashion if he has the propensity to approach it properly. That's a maiden over. 40th over of the innings was a maiden over, and it's all over here in this match, the first match in the Kick-Ply Cup. Bangladesh won the toss and decided to bowl first, but Pakistan batted quite beautifully, planned their innings extremely well, getting 233. We thought 234 was an achievable target on a good batting pitch, but Bangladesh have really struggled. 163 for 8 of 40 overs. Tamim Iqbal played well, but in the end you'll say that Ashraful was the top scorer, unbeaten on 56, and Abdul Razak not out on 26. Salman Butt has had a good match with the bat.
He had a fantastic. He has the liking of scoring quite a few runs against Bangladesh. Managed to score 70 runs today as well. It's a pretty convincing win for Pakistan, restricting Bangladesh to 163 for 8 at the end of the 40 over. Players coming into the field, and the usual shake of hands among the players. Sure, Malik will be quite pleased getting a good convincing win in the first game. Wahab Riaz was
It's victory number 12 on the trot for Team Pakistan. Bangladesh folding up for 163 runs. They batted their 40 overs, but they lost 8 wickets and they've managed only 163. That's in response to Pakistan's score of 233. A good partnership right at the top. They meant business. Tamim Iqbal and Shahryar Nafees, 35 and just over 50 deliveries. But after that, Ashraful stood tall, but the kind of innings that Ashraful went on to play, I'm sure it's something that he wouldn't want to be reminded of as we move along through the course of... I'll do it again, sorry. A mistake. Sorry. It's victory number 12 on the trot for Team Pakistan. Bangladesh managing just 163 for the loss of 8 wickets in their allotted 40 overs. They fell short of the Pakistani target by 70 runs. Mohammad Ashraful scoring 56, but in 93 deliveries. That could be a talking point. The partnerships, there you go. Tamim Iqbal and Shahryar Nafees right at the top, adding 35 runs. They looked calm and composed, but after that, Ashraful was there in the middle, but the other batsmen really couldn't play around him as well. In the end, Bangladesh just folding up 163 runs, and quite a disappointing performance at the end for the hosts. Pakistani bowlers, well, they really bowled well. Umar Gul 2 for 28 in his 7. But the spinners, once they came on and operated, they made sure that really strangled the scoring rate. 3 for 19 for Shahid Afridi in his 8 overs of good leg spin bowling.